Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. And I just wanted to hop on live real quick to share a few ways to raise your vibration this autumn. Today is the first day of autumn. It's my favorite time of year. Like, to me, the new year doesn't start, to me, the new year's start in autumn. Like, the first day of autumn to me is when my year starts. I don't know, it's just like the leaves are falling. It's just a more renewed energy for me. So I'm really excited for this live. Just finished eating my dinner, and I was like, let me do this live stream real quick before I do the other errands that I need to get to. I'm gonna be sharing 4 ways to raise your vibration. But before I get into how to raise your vibration, I want to get into why it's so important to raise your vibration this autumn. Just in general, you always want to make sure that you're aware of the way that you're vibrating. Because, I mean, even if you don't believe in law of attraction, your vibration pretty much is your mood. Is like, it's what you'll attract back. So if you're vibing on like a low energy, you're looking at the glass half empty, you're just looking at everything wrong with your life, everything that you need to do. You're negative Nelly, you may be vibrating on a lower frequency. And this isn't just like hippie talk. Like, it's been scientifically proven that we all have frequencies. And through those frequencies, you can attract certain things or not attract certain things. Your frequencies are something you can't see. It's kind of like light. We can't see light, but like it's like a whole process. We can't see gravity, but that exists. And it's the same with frequencies and vibrations. I'm not going to go into the science of it today. I might just do a full video on that one of these days when I start talking about law of attraction. But when you raise your vibration, your life gets a lot better, because once you raise your vibrations, once you raise your vibration, you start to see things to be grateful for. You start to see the good. You see the glass half full, and then it becomes 75% full, and then it becomes full. Because vibrating high, it leads to vibrating higher. It leads to like you actually manifesting the things that you want. For those of you who do know about law of attraction, a lot of the time your manifestations are stagnant and they're not coming because you're not vibrating in a high vibration. That doesn't mean don't feel negative feelings and don't feel your emotions, but it's really important to pay attention to what frequency are you vibing at. And I want to share 4 ways to get on a higher frequency to make your life happier, manifest the things that you want in life, create the life that you want. It's what I live for. Got myself a guilty treat today with my dinner. Okay. So the first way that you can raise your vibration this autumn, this is actually something that I just did, is to clean out your space. Like, really clean out your space. Like, organize and really just, you know how there's spring cleaning? Do some autumn cleaning. I feel like that's something you should do every season. But do some autumn cleaning, because it may not be a priority or a necessity or something that is that serious, but it could be seriously ruining your vibe. Feng shui is a thing. I don't take it lightly. One of these days I'll do an apartment tour once I move out of my apartment, because I ain't dealing with no weirdos. But just know I don't take it lightly. Like, my apartment is like aesthetic to the gods. Like, I can't wait to show you guys, but it's because I know how big of a difference it makes. Being in the right environment helps you to be in a right mind frame. And if you have a cluttered, distracted area, it's really hard to focus. And you may not be consciously thinking, oh my God, look at all this clutter. I can't focus because all this clutter. But subconsciously, you're thinking like, subconsciously you're looking around and it doesn't feel good, so you don't feel good. So just cleaning out your space and organizing makes a huge difference. I remember as a teenager, my mom would always tell me, pick up your room and our parents are just like, clean up, make sure your closet's clean. It's a completely different vibe when you choose to clean versus when someone forces you to clean. So when I first stepped into adulthood, I kind of had like a bad relationship with like organization. Like I cleaned and everything because like, aesthetics are everything to me, but I found myself sometimes not wanting to because like I had that connection to cleaning being like not a fun experience, but it's only not a fun experience when you're being forced to do it. There's ways to make it fun, like play some good music, have a little dance party while you're doing it, be on FaceTime with your friend, watch TV while you're cleaning. You can choose a good time of day to do it. For me, I prefer to do it in the morning, but I actually ended up doing it at night. Was not as fun. But I also had cleaners deep clean. And that's another thing. If you're someone who's busy, if you're someone who really doesn't have time to deep clean your closet, to deep clean your kitchen, to deep clean your bathroom, then just a great option to think about is hiring someone. It doesn't have to, you don't need permission to hire and outsource the things that you don't want to do. Going into adulthood, I was like, I don't know, I just kind of had some resistance towards doing things that like I didn't see my parents doing or I didn't see like anyone in my life doing. It was really foreign and I just felt like maybe I shouldn't be doing it. But then I had to look at like my personal lifestyle and like what I personally want and on my personal responsibilities. And it just made sense to outsource deep cleaning. So that's what I did. And I highly suggest it. Like, oh my God, it saved me so much time. It would have taken me days to deep clean all the things that I just paid for someone to deep clean for me. And if you're like, oh, that's too expensive, honestly, Thumbtack is my go-to. Thumbtack is like a website and an app where you can outsource people to assemble stuff. You can outsource cleaners. You can outsource pretty much anything, a tutor, I'm about to outsource a singing instructor for singing lessons in the winter because I kind of destroyed my voice a little bit going through my being a sad duck. I just had my way of healing. So kind of like damaged my voice a little bit. So I'm going to be hiring a singing coach and I've already had that arranged. And it's not as expensive as people make it seem like. Like I've had people look at me sideways when I first said I was going to get cleaners. And then when I say the price, they're just like, oh, that's actually not bad. So like, just look and see. And you can always negotiate rates. I had people come in and deep clean my stove, my fridge, my kitchen, my bathroom, and what else was it? My kitchen, my bathroom. There's something else. Yeah, just my kitchen and my bathroom for $130. And it saved me a lot of time. And I think that's a really good deal because there's way more higher rates. So check out Thumbtack. Look into where you can find cheaper prices if you can't afford it. Again, it may not be something that you need to do, like cleaning and organizing doesn't seem like a priority, but it makes a huge difference. I promise you, like now when I go in my bathroom, it feels like a brand new bathroom. And like, I just feel like a brand new bitch. So it's a really great way to raise your vibration because now it's like I'm sitting I still have like to organize my desk. I didn't have them clean everything because I was like, let me do this my shelf because I really want to make sure everything is in the right spot. But I know when I organize and clean off my desk, it makes such a big difference. It makes me actually want to sit down at my desk and be like, makes me want to like wake up early in the morning, have my little coffee. I remember there was a week where it was like 2 weeks where I didn't even want to sit at my desk. I didn't understand why. I just didn't want to do any work at my desk. And I realized it's because there was a ton of clutter. And once I cleared out that clutter, cleaned off my desk, had some nice fresh flowers on my desk, I got a lot done. I was just in the mood to be at my desk and do work. It makes a huge difference. It's the littlest things, man. It's the littlest freaking things. And again, you could always negotiate cleaners. And another thing is like, don't pressure yourself to clean your whole house in one day. Maybe just like clean off your work area and organize your work area and just like maybe rearrange. Rearranging too will help raise your vibration because the feng shui could be off in your apartment or in your house. I did that last month. I moved my desk around. My desk used to be facing the wall. And then once I realized I wanted to trade out my desk for a different desk and get an executive desk, I was like, I want it to be facing this way. So like, if you know what an executive desk looks like it has like, just look it up. It has like these mount thingies on the opposite side. So I was like, I don't want that facing the wall. I want that like showing. So now my back is against the wall. I'm like facing my couches, and honestly, it's a completely different vibe. And it's a vibe that makes me want to sit at my desk, and it makes me feel renewed. It feels like I have a new workspace, even though all I did was rearrange my desk. So maybe just like rearrange things. If your space is already organized and clean, it definitely makes a huge, 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 huge difference. Like I'm telling you, don't underestimate it. I keep looking at the mic as if the mic is a camera. When I do my podcast videos, I'll look at the mic. I'll literally be like, because I do my podcast, which is only here on my YouTube channel, exclusive podcast here on my YouTube channel. If you want to check out the playlist, shameless plug. It's called Deeper Thoughts. And most times I will do that under the influence. That's like the little twist to my podcast. And I'll be like looking at the mic, just going in. Like I don't really script my podcast lately. I haven't been scripting much. Like I do like some bullet points and everything, but I'll be getting really into what I'm talking about. And I'll be like, follow your dreams. Don't let anybody stop you. Cut that bitch off. Amen. A second thing that you can do to raise your vibration is to continuously make an effort to have a daily dose, pretty much. And you can have different daily doses, but have something that you do daily to raise your vibration. Something daily that you're making an effort to do to put you in a good mood, because life is hard sometimes. I'm not going to front, like, and life is unexpected these days. Like, this pandemic got me all types of effed up. I just recovered from COVID. I still have symptoms for like 90 days. So it's like, I mean, it's not that bad anymore. It's just like, it just comes and goes with the symptoms. I'm just so annoyed with life. So I'm making an effort every day to do something to raise my vibration. Some things that I do, it may be different for you, but some things that I like to do is just like read. I like to read from the greats about how to navigate what I'm going through sometimes. Sometimes you just need just someone that's going through it too, to know that you're not alone. So oftentimes I'll read a little bit of like a self-development book just to like raise my vibration and just like remind me like this is all a part of a journey and we're just here living. And then I also love singing to raise my vibration. Most times when I'm upset, this is like my go-to. When I'm upset, I'll just sing a song and I'll feel so much better. And they'll just go into like a whole karaoke session of me singing multiple songs. And I don't know, I think it's like you're screaming, but you're releasing. To me, it's like the effect of screaming when you're angry. When I sing, it's like I'm releasing the anger and frustration and sadness. Sometimes it can lead to crying. Bad bitches can be sad bitches too. And I also will watch some YouTubers. There are some YouTubers that really know what's up, and it just raises my vibration watching them. I may be one of them to you. bench my channel. But no, I seriously, YouTube is also like my go-to, is just watching YouTubers that help raise your frequency. And sometimes it's not always like sparkly, like positive piss. Sometimes it's like honest, raw, I'm gonna cuss you out if you don't take this advice type of content. Like lately, I've always been into it, but I'm just recognizing it more, that like I really like content creators who don't filter and aren't afraid to like say things harshly, because sometimes you need to say things harshly for it to just get in that brain. And I actually prefer it. I like when people are just like, I'm not apologetic about either. Like, and lately I've been like implementing it too, because that's like how I like to have my advice delivered. It's just like harsh, brutal, brutal honesty. What is in this Sprite? I really appreciate brutal honesty. I don't care if you sound mean. I want you to be mean. I want you to tell me off. Tell me I'm a stupid bitch. Tell me I'm a dumb, like, just, and it just sticks that way for me. I also like watching cookie cutter YouTubers too, but just know, like, just find your people, and it, in person and online. Like, you don't have to have that. If you don't have any friends, doesn't mean you don't have any support. Like, you can find people online that are going through what you're going through and that understand the journey that you're in, and that can help you with that journey. I'm one of those channels again. But there's so much more out there, and we're all out here learning and experiencing and trying to raise our vibration, because life is, again, unpredictable, and sometimes it's unfair. Like, no one's got it all together, and to pretend like you do, it just makes you unaware of how to put it together. So that's one of the other ways, is just to have a daily dose of something. I also sometimes will listen to a podcast. There's been times where I was so upset and my vibration was so low, and I'd listen to, like, so low to where, like, it was a really it just seemed like it just kept declining. Like, if I didn't do anything, the decline just kept declining, and I would literally be like in my bed, like, can't get up, and I will like look up a podcast, and just like I will literally be in bed like listening to it, and then they'll be like, you just got to keep going, and then they'll just give their advice, and I'll just like get up, and I'm feeling the vibes, and I'm back. So yeah, try to look at something you can do daily to raise your vibration. Maybe at the end of the night or in the beginning of the day. Also, giving gratitude is something that really helps me. I think I did a video on this and all the things that I do to raise my vibration. So definitely go do my channel and see what's there for you, because I really can't emphasize this enough. Your vibe equals your mood, and your mood equals your life. Not necessarily, but your mood kind of leads to your actions, and your actions kind of lead to the life that you have. So if you're not aware of your vibe and your mood, then like you're not going to really be holding the wheel to your life. You're just letting it on autopilot, and you don't know where it's going. Sometimes. Another way to raise your vibration, a third way to raise your vibration this autumn, is to treat yourself to something that you normally don't treat yourself to. This is like one of my favorite ways. Material girl. If you don't normally go out by yourself to eat and you always have company, treat yourself by yourself to go eat. It will be uncomfortable at first for some of you, because it is going to be weird if you're not used to it. But like that's an example. If you don't normally get your nails done, go get your nails done. Like, treat yourself to something you don't normally do. You don't have to wait till your birthday. You don't have to wait till Christmas. You don't need permission to treat yourself. You don't need permission to really like spoil yourself. It doesn't have to be like a regular thing, or you can make it a regular thing. I'm devoted. I am devoted to like spoiling myself. Oh, whatever man snatches me up is gonna have some competition, because I give myself diamonds. But seriously, like, spoil yourself. Maybe if you can't afford to do it all the time, just do it for a day. Like, treat yourself. You don't have to wait one day out of a year to treat yourself. Who came up with that? You know, treat yourself to, if you don't normally eat out, like order some Uber Eats, get it from your favorite restaurant, buy yourself some Undue perfume, you know, that Undue perfume you smelled at the mall that you really like. Treat yourself. And if it's too over budget, then get the travel size. You don't have to get the full size, get the travel size, and then just keep restocking on a travel size. Travel size Undue perfume is like $30, and it's so worth it because it just lasts longer, smells stronger, better, stronger, faster. How does that song go? By Kanye. Not that won't kill me. My perfume's way more stronger. You need to stop going to Bath and Body Works because Undue perfume lasts longer. Treat yourself to Undue perfume. When I started getting myself Undue perfume, I may be saying that wrong, but you know what I mean. When I started getting myself nice perfume, I started to feel nicer. Like every time I spray some Chanel, I'm just like, no, I'm joking. But no, I really feel good because it smells so good. And then like, I don't know, it's just like, just do it. Just like find an Undue perfume and maybe just like explore what scent you enjoy. You could also get it in oils. I know some people prefer oils. They also last very long. And I heard that they last longer. I think it's called, there's like this place that I keep seeing on freaking YouTube sponsorships. It's like an oil company. You just look it up on Google, like Undue perfume oils. I'm sure it's gonna be the first one that pops up. You can order it online. Like they have Chanel. They even have like Marilyn freaking Baccarat Rouge, that perfume everyone's talking about. That's like $400. They have the oil, and the oil's only $20, but most of the oils are $15. There's also other companies. Just Google it where you can like get Undue perfume in a travel size bottle for just $12. I actually have one right here. I actually got this on the street. Because I need to restock and I've been procrastinating restocking. So someone on the street was like selling them and I was like, you know what? Shoot. Thank you, God. This one is Paris Hilton. He suggested it and I haven't even smelt her scent, but it smelled really good. It kind of reminds me, it's like a girly, a more fruity version of Chanel. I also got this in Chanel 05. I just recently ran out of my actual Undue perfume. And then I got another one. Oh yeah, I got the Baccarat Rouge like oil. But I'm actually gonna order from one of the oil sites because I don't really know if I trust the streets. The streets aren't calling my name. I'm not going to the streets. You know that TikTok, the streets are calling my name. I'm going to the streets. No. I was on my way to work. And then I was like, I do need oils. Here you go, sir. And I got myself some. But these don't last as long as they should. So I highly recommend like not getting on the streets. I mean, if you want to get on the streets just to see how the scent smells, I actually had Chanel 05 on me when I smelled the oil. So I could tell that it smelled exactly the same. And it was only like, it was like 3 for 10. I was like, don't matter if I do, but it doesn't last because it's not like high quality. But yeah, get yourself a high quality one for $15. Another way to raise your vibration besides treating yourself is, and this is going to be the last way that I share today. And then tomorrow, I'm actually going to share a few more ways to raise your vibration. So stay tuned for that. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you are subscribed and your post notifications are on for this channel so you don't miss out on my magic. I post twice a week, committed to teaching y'all how to create the life you want because nothing is greater. Last thing that I'm going to share today on how to raise your vibration this autumn is do what you enjoyed as a child. This is something that I've really started embracing. I mean, I've always kind of clung on to things that I truly enjoy, but just really thinking about what did you enjoy as a child has really had me like spending time doing things that I probably wouldn't have spent time doing if I didn't have that in mind. Like, I have been like watching some of my favorite childhood shows, like Was This Way We Place, some of my favorite childhood movies, like Hocus Pocus, and yeah, it's like I just recently actually just watched Hercules for the first time. And normally when it comes to like Disney movies, there's always those goodies, but usually when it comes to like watching Disney, I'll tell myself, well, I'm too old for that. Like, but you know, lately I'm just like, says who? Like, these movies are good. Like, Disney's movies low-key be having hidden meanings. Some of them have adult jokes. And you can see those deeper meanings in those movies that you didn't even see as a child if you rewatch them as an adult. It's actually pretty cool. I never seen Hercules, and I watched Hercules this month, and I love it. Like, it's one of my favorite Disney movies. I also saw, what is that other movie where the guy Soul. Soul was a really good movie too. Like, so good. I'll never forget it. Whenever I have company, I'm just like, let's watch Soul. Let's watch Encanto. Encanto. Oh, my favorite songs from Encanto. Can you guess? Oldest of 5. No, oldest of 6. Wow. No wonder. But that song, I forgot what it's called, but it's a song with the big sister. I had that song on repeat the first week I watched Encanto. The first time I watched it, I was like, these songs are really good. The second time I watched it, I cried. Like, these kid movies be having some depth. Okay, so like really ask yourself, what did you enjoy as a child, and tap into it. It could really raise your vibration and make life fun. Because like, who told you it can't be? Like, you know, more fun, at least. How does the song go? Press her like a drip, drip, drip. Give it to your sister, I love that song so much. I think I'm gonna listen to it when this live stream is over. But actually, you know, I'm gonna play it right now. I relate to it so much. What is it called? Also, let me check this live stream while I'm at it, because if I find out this mic isn't working, I'm literally gonna lose my mind. Okay, that's what I thought. All right, I gotta show you. I hope they don't copyright me. YouTube is really advanced if they copyright this one moment I show you on Encanto. They're just like, you are striked. I just want to show you. It's so iconic. Like, look at me. I'm showing you like a freaking Disney freaking scene right now. Like, I've been really tapping into like my inner child, and it's so fun just like allowing myself to do things that younger Malaysia enjoyed. And it's a great way to raise your vibration. Let me just show you this real quick. Watch Encanto, you guys. It's a good movie. The hype was real, okay? I know sometimes people be hyping things that are just not that serious. This is a good one. So.
Your eyes doing this. I'm the strong one. I'm not nervous. I'm as tough as the crust of the earth is. Okay. I'm with mountains. I'm with churches. And I glow because I know what my worth is. Of course. I mean, hey, where are you going? I don't ask how hard the work is. Got a rough and destructible surface. Diamonds and platinum. I find I'm the platinum. I take what I'm handed. I break what's demanded. Under the surface, I feel the circus. A tightrope walker in a 3-ring circus. Under the surface was Hercules. Have a light, yo. I don't want to fight for this.
Under the circus.
I'm pretty sure I'm worthless if I can be of service. More crack, destroy the stack. Erase the camel's back. Breaks the camel's back. It's not the drip, drip, drip. That'll never stop.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna get copyrighted. But that's how much I love that Disney song. And I'm not ashamed. I'm not like a Disney adult, but Disney it smacks. So if you watched Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network as a kid, watch that. Watch your old favorite Nickelodeon Cartoon Network shows. something that I've been doing to tap into, you know, what I enjoyed as a child. Also, is dressing my best. Like I haven't only been dressing my best to make me have something to look forward to every day, because literally my outfit is what I look forward to every day, and it helps me with my depressed duck phase I'm going through right now. I'm still healing and grieving from a lot of things since my foot break. Since my foot broke twice. So what's really been helping me kind of lift my spirits is like having an outfit that I'm looking forward to. And also, when I was a child, I used to love dress up games, like GoGirls.com. Like there was like so many dress up game websites I went on, but I love dress up games. I love like picking out the hair that the girl was wearing, and I love like picking out the outfits, and I love picking out like her makeup and everything. And now it's like I'm literally a dress up game every day. I am the dress up game. I am the doll. I am Barbie. I'm dressing myself up every day. So like it just makes it so much fun. Like I remember as a kid, I used to always dress up Barbies, and I get so excited when I got new outfits for my Barbie. And now literally I am Barbie. I'm Barbie dripping. I've been really playing around with accessories and my style. This is actually a silk shirt I got last year and I couldn't fit. I was so pissed off about it. And I was gonna give it away, but something told me, I was like, I'm gonna lose weight. I told myself at the time, I was like, I'm gonna fit in a month. Little did I know it was gonna take me like a whole year, but now I can't fit it, and I gotta get fashion tape because I got, let's just say my milkshake brings little boys in the yard and makes my shirt sometimes go like this. I have a t-shirt underneath because I've had times in the past where like I'd have a bra underneath and I would just be casually talking to someone and no one would point it out, like all the way open, and I'm just like, y'all couldn't like let a girl know, like I'm not trying to put on a show. Yeah, I enjoy dressing myself up. I enjoy thinking about what am I going to wear tomorrow, and it brings joy to my heart when I look good and hot. Like I like looking in the mirror and liking what I see, and like knowing that if I bumped into someone unexpectedly, like let's say I bumped into my idol, I'm not just like, oh my god, don't mind me, I'm not put together. Like it's like, no, I'm always put together. Like it's so fun, like finding shoes and like putting outfits together, and I just get inspiration from everything. Like I'm learning about style on YouTube, but I'm also like taking some inspo from the nanny. I love how they layer their clothes on a nanny. I literally take pictures on my phone and I'll put it on my Pinterest board, and I have a whole Pinterest board with outfits from the nanny, and I love how they'll layer things. So this winter, I'm actually planning to layer a lot of stuff, which makes it even more fun because now my pieces have multiple purposes to it. I can wear this as a shirt. I can wear this as a jacket. I can wear this with like a black tank top on it. I can wear this with a white tank top. Like there's so many ways to style. I'm so excited. I have like this dark blue dress that I couldn't fit that I now can fit. And it's like really tight fitted, and like, I don't know if it's appropriate to wear to work, but I'm going to pair it with a white turtleneck, and it actually makes it appropriate, and it actually makes it really cute. And it's just, I don't know. I don't want to sound cliche like that girl, but I think I was really born in the wrong era, because like I'm just so old school, and I don't even know where it came from because I don't know anyone in my family that's like this. Like the more I learn about myself, the more I realize that I'm a grandma. Like I'm into Victorian big jewelry. My apartment's Victorian. I'm actually working on selling some Victorian jewelry pretty soon. But it's just so fun. So really ask yourself, what did you find fun as a kid? I also drew a lot and did a lot of art. I was really good at drawing, and I wanted to be like an artist when I was a kid, as well as a singer, as well as a writer. I was multi-passionate. Little 5-year-old Malaysia was multi-passionate too. So just like writing on my free time sometimes, and just like making time for the things I enjoyed as a kid makes me feel in that kid-like state of just like being happy and not being stressed. Even though like the world's got their the weight of the world could be on you, but if you make time for yourself and what you enjoy doing, what you enjoyed doing as a kid, it makes life less heavy. Like, even though I have a lot of things going on with me right now, like, besides the grieving, I have a lot more things that are like pressure like a drip, 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 and it never stops. So, it doesn't feel that way though sometimes because I'm just so happy with my outfit. I'm like so like excited about like this new wig that I'm gonna try, or like I'm excited to try this new makeup look, and I'm excited for these new shoes that I'm on the hunt for, and I'm excited to like find this, you know, this outfit from the nanny that I was inspired by. I'm excited to like outsource some pearls and sell them on my Etsy shop because she's a boss woman. She's a businesswoman. Yeah, get into it. Get into what you enjoyed as a kid. I highly recommend it. Like, stop telling yourself you don't have time. Stop telling yourself you don't have time to do what you enjoy. What are you living for? I know there's responsibilities, but sometimes you just got to put yourself first. Maybe take a day off, take a week off, put yourself first. Like, another thing I enjoy is musicals, and I haven't went to one in a while. I actually acted in high school. I was an actress in high school, and I still can act and everything, but I haven't really been in that industry in a while. I was in a couple of plays. I wrote a musical. Like, I wrote songs for a musical and sung in it. And I really appreciate musicals. The other day, I watched Heathers, and I'm actually going to do a TikTok on it. But I watched Heathers the musical. I've already seen Heathers the movie. I highly recommend it. It's a really good movie if you like dark stuff. And I can't stop thinking about the musical. It's free on Roku. It was like recommended to me, so I was like, why not? And I was thinking to myself, this is so pathetic. Like, I should just go to the actual show, but the actual show isn't playing where I am. So I was like, okay, let me watch it. And it was so good. It felt like I was actually in the audience. It was so good. I have like the song stuck in my head, like 24/7. I like do 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 do. I honey, what you weigh? I can't stop thinking about it because I love musicals. So just like treat yourself to a musical, treat yourself to an art show, go to an art class, look up what art classes are available. Like, no one's going to sit here and force you to do it. As a kid, like, they had classes for you to choose from, and they had options for you to really, like, they kind of forced you in school to be involved. And like, as an adult, you have to like really make an effort to do that yourself. Don't just like let the world crush you. Don't let your responsibilities be your whole life. Really tap into what you enjoyed as a kid and look at what you enjoy now, because it makes life worth living. It makes life enjoyable when life is heavy. And life gets heavy for everyone. Yes, Pepsi. Let them know. Pepsi just told me. She's like, yeah, let them know. She's going on. She said, you better go and do something fun. It's okay. Calm down, Pepsi. They get it. They got it. They got the message. So yeah, those are 4 ways to raise your vibration this autumn. All right, we good, we got it. She sees someone out the window. Relax. Come here, relax. She's like, squirrel. I'm just gonna repeat everything to recap. 1 way is to clean. Organize your space. If you don't have time to clean, look into hiring cleaners. That doesn't have to be something only upper class does. Whoever came up with that notion can just keep that to themselves, but like, you can break notions, okay? Like, if you have extra money, if someone looks at you sideways because you want to hire someone to like do something you don't want to do, let them look at you sideways, but it's just efficient. Rich people pay people to save time. That's how they keep making more money. So you don't have to wait until you're rich to outsource things that you don't have time to do, because you're important enough to invest in things to make your life easier. There may be people that tell you otherwise, but that's because they feel like that for themselves. But you don't have to feel that way for yourself. If you feel like, the world is too heavy and you really want to prioritize having your space clean, and deep down intuitively, if your space was more clean, that you'd feel better, go on Thumbtack, go on Google, look it up. You don't have to necessarily pay thousands or like hundreds. Like, you can find someone for even cheaper quote. You might know someone who knows someone that can give you even cheaper quote. You don't know until you try it. It makes such a big difference. You don't have to do it every week or every month. You can do a deep clean, hire deep clean like every 3 months, and then like you can just do the rest and stuff. But like, when I tell you, it makes a big difference. It makes a huge difference. Like, I felt like a princess having my place cleaned, but honestly not so much, because I was cleaning with them. I was like organizing some stuff with them, and I was like playing music as we were cleaning and stuff, because I don't want them at my desk. So I was like, while they're doing their thing, I was doing my thing. And I just thought to myself, like, they did so much that night that it would have taken me so much longer. I would have like had to dedicate 2 days to do things that they did in 4 hours, like $130, like 4 hours of cleaning. Get on it. And like, now I feel so much more inspired. And it just feels so good. Like, you deserve to feel good too. And if you can't hire someone, like, just do one area of your space and tell me how you feel afterwards. Make up your bed before you leave the house. And then when you come home, tell me how you feel when you're seeing your freshly made bed and how beautiful your room looks. Like, I'm telling you, it's the littlest things. A second thing is to continuously make an effort to raise your vibration daily. So come up with a daily dose. Just make an effort to have a daily dose. At the end of a day, the beginning of a day, when you get home from work, just make an effort to do something that makes you feel good, because if you don't, sometimes you may not realize that you're declining. And then once you realize you've declined really low, it may be too late and you're in the bed, like, trying to listen to a podcast. Third thing that can raise your vibration is to treat yourself to something you don't normally do. Take yourself to the movies. I think I might take myself to the movies this weekend and watch, what is that name? It's like the spin-off of X. What is it called? Debbie? What is her name? Darla? What is her name? I'm always having to look this up. I don't know why I can't remember it. Hold on. X movie trailer. Where is it at? Oh, Pearl. Pearl, I'm gonna go to the movies and see probably this weekend. And in the back of my head, I was like, I have no one to go with. Why would I go if I have, like, who freaking cares? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna treat myself to that, because I had a really long week. I've had a lot of, like, I've just been carrying a heavier weight lately. So I want to treat myself to that movie. I've been seeing like TikToks of it, and I'm just like, damn it, I already wanted to see the movie. Now everyone's talking about it, like, and saying how good it is. Like, I'm gonna run. But first I have to watch X. I think I'm gonna order that. I think I'm gonna order that tonight to watch. And then fourth thing you want to do to raise your vibration is do what you enjoyed as a child. What did you enjoy doing as a kid? If you don't know, ask your parents. Ask someone that knew you as a child. What did you truly enjoy doing before the world told you that you had no time for it? Make time for it, because no one's going to make it for you. And those pressures and responsibilities aren't going to all of a sudden stop for most of us. So it's up to you to really prioritize making time towards enjoying yourself. Make time towards enjoying yourself. It makes life so much more enjoyable. I didn't have time to do this live stream. I have errands to do, but I was like, I really enjoy, I truly enjoy sharing these tips and knowledge that I've developed and has helped me so much to create the life that I want. Like, I'm not fully there yet. I still have things that I want, and I think we'll always be people, like humans in general, we always want more. But where I am right now, I wanted to be here. And I wouldn't have gotten here if it wasn't for the things that I teach. And I truly enjoy teaching it. So I was literally eating my dinner. I didn't even finish. I ate like half of it. think I'm gonna save the rest for later. And I was like, while I'm here, while I'm looking cute, because this is my first time wearing this outfit, because I just realized when I was like cleaning out my closet that I can fit this shirt. I was like, while I'm wearing this outfit, before I mess it up, because I have a tendency to like make a mess sometimes when I'm eating, and then not even sometimes I'll like just have oil in my hair, and then like it'll get on my shirt, and then like that shirt is like destroyed. So I was like, let me like live stream while I'm looking cute. I mean, I'm always looking cute, but I'm really proud of this outfit today. I'm really loving the hair. This is like a wig that I'm going to be reviewing on my beauty channel by the end of September. So look out for that. It's always linked below in my description. This is actually my second one. It's something that I have to replace every 2 weeks. It's not even expensive, so it's not that big of a deal. It's no more than what it would cost to get your hair done every 2 weeks. And I love it so much. I'm gonna like be rocking this for a minute, but I'm actually thinking about switching it up to some curls. This is one of the ways that I dress myself up, is like just playing around with my hair. Like in the dress up games, you can pick the girl's hairstyle. It's so fun. Like I know exactly what hair I'm going to wear for the rest of the year. Like I know exactly what wig I'm gonna get next, and what I'm gonna wear in the winter, and how I'm gonna rock it in the winter. It's just so fun. It makes me so excited for life in the midst of everything going on. And you can get excited about life too. You deserve to. I hope you enjoy your autumn. Cheers to raising that frequency, manifesting those dreams, getting in a better state of mind.